What in your mind defines real money? Is it the paper bills in your wallet, or perhaps the numbers in a digital account? Money, in its various forms, is a fascinating concept. At its core, it's a tool, a medium of exchange that we use to trade goods and services. It's an essential cog in the machinery of our society, a facilitator of transactions, a measure of worth, a store of value. Consider the paper bills in your wallet. These pieces of printed paper hold value because we, as a collective, have decided they do. We trust that others will accept them in exchange for goods or services. But what gives these pieces of paper their value? It's not the paper itself, nor the ink used to print them. The value is derived from our shared belief in the system that supports them. Now think about digital money. The numbers on your bank account screen, these aren't even tangible, yet they represent a significant portion of our financial lives. They're simply data entries in a vast digital network, yet we perceive them as real, tangible wealth. But let's step back and delve deeper. Let's question the very concept of money. What if we told you that there's something that many consider to be the real money? Something that has been universally accepted as a form of payment throughout history. Something that has inherent value, regardless of the society or system it's part of. We're talking about gold. Gold's scarcity, durability, divisibility, and portability make it an attractive medium of exchange. Its inherent value, combined with its ability to retain purchasing power, has contributed to its status as a reliable store of value. So, if the essence of money lies in our shared belief and trust, and if gold has been universally trusted and valued throughout history, then could it be that gold, with its enduring allure, is the truest form of currency? If the value of money lies in our collective belief, then could gold, with its enduring allure, be the truest form of currency? Have you ever considered why gold has been universally accepted as a form of payment throughout history? This shiny metal has a luster that has captured human fascination since time immemorial. But there's more to gold than meets the eye. Let's embark on a journey back in time, when gold first began its tenure as a medium of exchange. It was its scarcity that first caught the eyes of our ancestors. Gold, unlike other elements found in abundance, was rare, making it a prized possession. It became a symbol of wealth and power, but scarcity alone isn't enough to qualify as a perfect currency. So what else sets gold apart? Think about this. Gold is incredibly durable. It doesn't rust, tarnish, or degrade over time. This means that a piece of gold can retain its value for centuries, passed down from generation to generation. Now, imagine you're a merchant in ancient times and you've just sold a herd of goats. In return, you've been given a lump of gold. How do you know you've been given a fair amount? This is where divisibility comes into play. Gold can be divided into smaller units without losing its value. Whether it's a large bar or a tiny nugget, each piece holds its proportional value. But what good is a currency if you can't carry it around? The portability of gold has played a crucial role in its adoption as a universal currency. Despite its weight, gold packs a lot of value in a small package, making it easy to transport and trade. So we have a medium of exchange that is rare, durable, divisible, and portable. It seems we've got all the ingredients for a perfect currency. But here's a curious thought. In a world where these attributes are revered, why do we not use gold coins today? Stay tuned as we delve into this intriguing question in the next part of our journey. What if the currency you use every day is not backed by anything tangible, but just by a government decree? This, my friends, is the reality of fiat currencies. You see, unlike gold, which has an inherent value due to its scarcity and utility, fiat currencies are not backed by physical commodities. Let's dive a bit deeper. The term fiat is derived from Latin, meaning let it be done. In essence, fiat money is a government-issued currency that isn't pegged to a physical reserve, such as gold or silver. Its value is derived from the relationship between supply and demand, and the stability of the issuing government, rather than the worth of a physical commodity. Now, fiat currencies play a pivotal role in our modern economies. They give governments the flexibility to adjust money supply, which can help manage economic variables like inflation, unemployment, and economic output. But this flexibility is a double-edged sword, and here's where we encounter some limitations. First off, excessive printing of money can lead to inflation, and in extreme cases, hyperinflation. Remember the infamous case of Zimbabwe, where inflation rates skyrocketed, rendering the local currency virtually worthless. Secondly, fiat currencies lack intrinsic value. If a nation's economy crumbles or the government falls, the value of its fiat currency can plummet. It's essentially a promise made by the government, and the value of that promise only goes as far as our collective belief in it. Finally, the value of fiat currencies is subject to international exchange rates, which can fluctuate wildly based on a myriad of complex economic factors. This volatility can be a source of economic instability and uncertainty. So while fiat currencies are essential to our modern economic systems, they are not without their pitfalls. Inflation, lack of intrinsic value, and exchange rate volatility are just a few of the limitations that come with these currencies. This begs the question, is our faith in fiat money misplaced? As we move forward, it's essential to understand the true nature of the money we use daily and consider the potential alternatives that exist. Have you ever thought about why gold retains its purchasing power over time? It's no mystery that gold holds a high pedestal in the world of finance, but why is that so? Gold has an intrinsic worth, a value that is inherent in its very existence. It's not just a shiny metal that we love to adorn ourselves with. It is a symbol of wealth, prosperity, and stability. But there's more to it than just symbolism. Gold's inherent value stems from its unique properties. For instance, consider its scarcity. Gold is not a resource that can be manufactured or produced at will. It's found deep within the earth, and extracting it is no easy task. This scarcity adds to its value. It's a classic case of supply and demand. The less there is of something, the more valuable it becomes. Then there's durability. Gold doesn't rust, tarnish, or corrode. It can withstand the test of time just as it has for centuries. This durability makes it a reliable store of value. Your gold today will still be gold 100 years from now, retaining its physical form and quality. Gold is also divisible and portable. You can break it down into smaller units without losing any value, and you can carry it with you wherever you go. This makes it an attractive medium of exchange. You can buy a loaf of bread with a piece of gold just as easily as you can buy a house with a pile of it. Finally, gold's ability to retain purchasing power is truly remarkable. Throughout history, gold has consistently held its value. When economies falter, when currencies devalue, gold remains steady, providing a refuge for investors seeking stability. So, let's pose a question. If gold has an inherent value that doesn't diminish, if it's scarce, durable, divisible, and portable, if it can retain its purchasing power over time, does it not embody the very essence of what real money should be? So, could the real money be something that not only acts as a medium of exchange, but also holds its value over time? Scene script. Can we then conclude that gold, in its shimmering, unchanging essence, is the real money? Gold's enduring perception as real money is as much a product of time as it is of inherent value. Since ancient times, its allure has entranced civilizations, from the pharaohs of Egypt to the conquistadors of Spain. They all recognized something in this lustrous metal that surpassed mere beauty. It was the embodiment of wealth, stability, and power. Historically, gold has been a universal currency accepted across cultures and continents. Its scarcity, durability, divisibility, and portability made it an ideal medium of exchange. But more than that, gold's value was understood and accepted by all. It was, in a sense, the world's first global currency, a common language of commerce and trade. This historical significance of gold has ingrained a deep-seated perception of its value. Even today, in an age where digital transactions are becoming the norm, the mention of gold sparks a recognition, a sense of worth that is hardwired into our collective consciousness. It's not just a precious metal, it's a symbol of enduring wealth. In contrast, modern fiat currencies are not backed by any physical commodity. They are representations of value governed by supply and demand and the stability of the issuing government. However, their value can fluctuate wildly, and they can and have become worthless. Gold, on the other hand, retains its value. Its purchasing power may fluctuate, but it never reaches zero. This stability, combined with gold's intrinsic worth, contributes to its perception as real money. While we may not use gold coins to buy our groceries, the thought of owning gold, of holding it, gives a sense of security and wealth that few other assets can match. Could it be that real money is not what we use daily, but what has stood the test of time, like gold?